So, after 12 years of not making the NBA Finals, the Boston Celtics are back. That's right. And me being a Lakers fan, obviously, it's really hard to pick who to pull for here in this series because obviously you got the Warriors here, and I'm not a Warriors fan. Same with the Celtics. I'm not a Celtics fan either. So, obviously, I really personally don't care who wins this. Well, obviously, I mean, I might pull for Golden State since, I'm a Lakers fan and all that. I might pick Golden State to win it all. But let's get one thing straight here, man. Whether you're a Celtics fan or not, you got to give this Boston Celtics team a lot of credit here. With Jason Tatum, I mean, I think anything is possible for the Boston Celtics because, I mean, not going to lie, they are a really good team. They deserve to be in the NBA Finals. I think they definitely earned it. You see, because the difference, what I've noticed this past NBA season between the Boston Celtics and my Los Angeles Lakers is that I feel like the Lakers showed no heart at all this past season, and the really shocking part now is obviously the Lakers not being in the postseason. Like, yeah, it sucks, but I mean, one thing I'll admit that the Boston Celtics did better than my Lakers did is that they showed heart, and that's why the Boston Celtics, they deserve to be in the NBA Finals, I mean, come on now, let's not make any excuses here, even if you're a Lakers fan, you got to give the Boston Celtics here tons of credit because they clearly have a vision and they know what the hell they are doing. Well, with my Lakers, it seems like it might be a while before we are back, but obviously we hired that guy who was the assistant coach, I think, for the Milwaukee Bucks. So I have reasons to be optimistic about this 2022-2023 NBA season for my Los Angeles Lakers. But I mean, Boston Celtics, man, they've really have taken it to new heights, especially this past year. Like the Boston Celtics, they've really proven and shown of what they can do, because not only do they have excellent team chemistry, but they're a team that definitely looks like they could take on the Golden State Warriors. If Jason Tatum can have his can show up for the Celtics in the series, in a very difficult series against the Golden State Warriors, then the Boston Celtics, yeah, they could get the job done. But obviously, I'm most likely going to still pick the Golden State Warriors to win it all, even though I might sound biased. But of course, I'm a Lakers fan. So yeah, that's why I'm probably going to pick the Golden State Warriors in this series. But still, you still have to admit, though, the Boston Celtics, last time they made the NBA playoffs was 2010, and I was in middle school the last time the Celtics have made it to an NBA Finals, and I still remember that 2010 NBA Finals series, a hell of a series between my Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics for the Lakers to be able to come back and make up for that embarrassing 2008 NBA Finals Game 6 loss to the Boston Celtics and be able to win over the Celtics at the Staples Center. Like, yeah, that was really fun memory of the NBA Finals. That was one of personally my favorite NBA Finals I've witnessed as a Lakers fan, and I think that to this day, I personally liked the 2010 NBA Finals more than the 2020 NBA Finals because for 2020, I don't know why. I just feel like that the 2010 NBA Finals were way more intense, but, I still remember when the Celtics had all those good players, in Rondo, who happened to win a championship with my Lakers. He also won that championship with the Celtics back in 2008. I still remember Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and all those big name players that the Celtics had. Yeah, last time they won it all was 2008, and now that it's 2022, the Celtics, they definitely do have a chance, I think, against the Warriors, but I think it's going to be a difficult matchup for Boston because the question is, how do you guard Steph Curry? Because I think the only realistic way how the Celtics can even maybe sniff out a win over Golden State is if they can play very well like how they played in the 2008 NBA Finals against my Lakers. If the Boston Celtics can play like that, then I definitely think they have a shot against Golden State. But obviously, it's all going to determine on how they can, play, and see who's going to be the one that can guard Steph Curry. But going back to the Celtics and the Miami Heat series, this was a hell of a series. Jimmy Butler, he balled out. It sucks that Miami didn't win because I really feel like Jimmy Butler, he deserved to win that ring. But, I mean, right now for Boston, they have a great chance to pull off a potential shocking upset. But I still have Golden State winning this series in 6 games, And, of course, I will do a video of once the NBA Finals conclude. But as of me right now recording this video, my full pick is the Golden State Warriors. But I'm just wondering, if my Los Angeles Lakers will be able to also do a lot better next season. Because let's be honest here, if the Celtics win it all, then I hope this is going to be a wake up call for the Lakers to get their crap together. Because I mean, it's still kind of ridiculous how the Lakers, they could not even do anything this past season, even though they had all those big name players: LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook. Unfortunately, nothing went right for the Lakers at all this past season, and it's even more embarrassing considering the fact that they didn't even make the postseason. That's the really crappy part, is the Lakers didn't even make the freaking postseason. But Boston Celtics, those guys, they show heart, and that's what you have to admire about them. And if they can really play together as a team, if they can play like how they played against Miami, then I think that they can pull it off here against Golden State. But I'm still sticking with Golden State just because Steph Curry, I think he's going to put on another show in the NBA Finals. So that's why I'm still picking Golden State in 6 games. But I mean, I just thought I had to come on here and give the Celtics proper credit, even though the Lakers and Celtics are rivals. Celtics, they clearly have a plan, and they clearly know what they are doing, unlike my Lakers, where it seems like that the Lakers, prior to, I'm talking about this past season, it seemed like that the Lakers had no idea what the hell they were doing. But now that the Lakers got hired that new Milwaukee Bucks assistant coach to, become the head coach, I'm wondering if, the Lakers-Celtics rivalry can be here again, meaning that I'm wondering if the Lakers-Celtics rivalry can, be like how it was in the 2000s, from 2008, 2010. It will be fun to see Lakers and Celtics meet up in another NBA Finals series, but it's probably going to be a while before that ever happens again, because obviously with the Lakers, they're still in a state of transition. So I'm hoping the Lakers can really do something this offseason to get back on track and, go above 500. But Celtics versus Warriors, this should be a hell of a finals and all that stuff. But what are your picks? Let me know in the comment section below. But let's see what happens here.